Mandarin Oriental is a luxury global hospitality brand. The Mandarin Oriental in New York opened in 2003, and it was part of the Time Warner Center. The hotel has 248 rooms, has about 14,000 square feet of meeting space. So the Mandarin Oriental in New York was really a stepping stone for Mandarin Oriental into the hospitality technology market. This property was really innovative in the fact that it brought many new things to the hospitality industry. It brought it was the first converged IP network. It was the first hotel to do video on demand, both stored and broadcast content to the guest room. And it was the first hotel to do voice over IP to the guest room. And it was also the first hotel to do in-building distributed antenna systems. So when we originally built the property, we had the Wi-Fi going over the distributed antenna system, which was designed around cellular coverage primarily and emergency responder requirements. And the Wi-Fi, we did have some gray areas and some dark areas, which in general in our lobbies and in our ballroom, we didn't have the coverage or capacity to be able to support the number of users that were coming in with multiple devices. When the iPhone was announced, it pretty much collapsed our network.
So we tried upgrading the DAS system in 2009, 2010. Basically, we just increased the size of the cores that were going up and the number of cores that were going up the Gaylord shaft, and try to get into the hallways a little bit better. But there's a lot of HVAC equipment in the ceilings that kind of blocks that signal. So if you go deep into the rooms and closer to the edge of the building, you lose that signal and that connectivity. So we're going to do a phase 2 of the DAS where we basically punch a hole through the ceiling and into the rooms and install some of these cores, extend some of these wires into each room. But that proved to be cost prohibitive and very disruptive to the operation, and we didn't have any renovation of that magnitude in sight. So we decided instead to look at other solutions and maybe separate the two services, the Wi-Fi from the cellular. And that's when we started looking at the Ruckus option, which offer the best mix of products for both our meeting space needs and our guest room needs and throughput capacity. So it proved to be, as it turned out, the best way to approach the problem.
We needed a solution that we could deploy in 100% of our rooms today that would solve our Wi-Fi issues. But then we also, in the rooms that were being renovated, we were looking for a solution that would free up our cable plant and allow us to add more services, more IP connected services to the guest room without having to kind of tear up walls and reinvent, do major constructions.
When we designed the rooms, we designed a lot of technology into them, and as these technologies change, they transition from an analog to a digital IP based. So we installed a video on demand system that rides over our IP network. Our phones are VoIP, and at the time we built some additional capacity into the rooms, but that, as far as cabling, but that capacity was quickly used. And as we're adding new technologies like our ability to monitor room temperatures, lighting levels, just the environment.